Wow, can we just look at that new opening real quick? So we got Boruto episode 193, and this is where we get to see Kawaki join the UZUMAKI family for the very first time. And in this episode, we got a very slower type of episode with Kawaki and some slice of life. And this is where we got some retribution about Mugino, and a 5 Kage summit was held on what to do with Kawaki. So the first thing you see in the beginning of this episode is that Kawaki, he realized he's in the Leaf Village. And this is where he tries to escape, and Shikamaru, he does use his shadow paralysis to stop him. After, we do get a 5 Kage summit to discuss about Kawaki, and this is where all the 5 Kage unanimously agree that Kawaki could stay in the village. Both Gaara and Darui, they understand the perspective of a Jinchuriki, and even though Kawaki is not a Jinchuriki, both Gaara and Darui understand the perspective of being locked up, because Jinchurikis, just like how Kawaki is right now, he is being held under surveillance, and Naruto, he does want to keep watch under him. And this is where the 5 Kage do agree that Kawaki can be under Naruto's watch as long as he doesn't do anything. And this is where Kawaki and Naruto, they're heading back to Naruto's crib, where they're going to meet the rest of the family. And this is where Kawaki escapes. He thinks, oh, he's the Hokage, but just because he's the Hokage, he's a nobody. And Kawaki tries to run away. And this is where he fails twice. Like, this man Kawaki thinks he can run away from Naruto. Obviously, he has not seen just how strong Naruto really is. He has seen Naruto's chakra mode before. Kawaki really tried running away from probably the fastest shinobi to ever exist in the entirety of the Naruto franchise. So running away from someone like Naruto is close to impossible. So this is where Kawaki heads into Naruto's home, and this is where we get into some turmoil. Boruto does come back and sees that Kawaki is in his house, and he kind of snaps. He's like, yo, what the hell is this guy doing? And this is where Boruto, he kind of outrages. He's like, yo, get this man out of my house. I don't want him. And I understand what Boruto's going through, man. I understand his perspective, because having someone like that, after witnessing what he did back in episode 189, this kid is a danger. He is a threat to society. He is a menace to society. You gotta get this man out of here. So of course, I understand why Boruto, he's kind of worried about having this dude in the house, especially with his mom and Himawari around. And this is where we get a talk between both Boruto and Naruto, and I absolutely love this scene. We get Boruto, he's trying his best to convince Naruto not to keep Kawaki in the house, and this is where Naruto begins to talk about himself, describing that no one wants him around, everyone was scared of him because of his latent power. He has a power that he didn't choose. It is just like Kawaki, and I love this parallel because we do see this a lot in the Boruto manga, and I already like how they're adding this anime original scene into the anime by showing how Naruto sympathizes with Kawaki as a whole. This kind of convinces Boruto to have Kawaki stay in the house, and this is where Boruto confronts Kawaki again. He's like, you know what, so you can stay at my house, but don't try anything funny. And this is where Kawaki breaks Himawari's vase. He slams the table where the vase goes flying, and the table lands on top of the vase, destroying all of it in the process. And this is kind of sad for Himawari because she's a little girl. She's only like 10 years old. She made that for her mom, and this is where Boruto kind of snaps. He's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Kawaki was like, yo, you want to box? You want to fight? And this is where Naruto breaks it up. And I do want to say about this vase scene, in this scene compared to the Boruto manga, they did change how the vase was broken. In the Boruto manga, Kawaki actually flipped the table while he was sitting with Naruto drinking tea. This is where Naruto actually went into his chakra mode, which actually scared the living shit out of Kawaki. Kawaki even said, yo, he might be stronger than Jigen, which I don't know how to feel about that, man.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
It really scared Kawaki, and I've seen a lot of people complain about that, but you have a right to complain about this because obviously we all want a faithful adaptation, which the Boruto anime has done so far, but they have taken out some scenes, and they did take out this scene in the Boruto anime. They did show Naruto's chakra mode in front of Kawaki before, so showing it again would probably be less impactful, so they're probably saving this whole Naruto flexing his power in front of Kawaki for later. I'm kind of sad because I wish this scene was animated. This is one of the very few scenes that I was waiting years to get animated. This is one of my favorite moments from Naruto, man. He flexed so hard that it scared the living shit out of Kawaki, and it just felt so good. It was such a badass moment from Naruto, and they took it out. And all I gotta say is that just let Studio Period work. Obviously, Studio Period, they are the main animators for the Boruto anime. They have taken out some scenes and added it later on. We did see it with Kawaki's backstory. Back in Boruto episode 187, they literally took out one line about Kawaki being hollow by Kawaki Kawaki's dad in Boruto episode 187, and then 5 episodes later they made an entire episode about it, about Kawaki's entire backstory before he joined the Kara organization. So they're probably gonna add this scene later, and I wouldn't worry, man. I know people are kind of complaining right now, and you have the right to. Just hold out for the next couple of episodes, because I have a feeling they're gonna bring this scene back. They're gonna show it in a completely different way, and it might be even better. I understand why people are complaining, but just hold the brakes for just a little bit. And yeah, this is where the episode ends, and I do want to talk about Mugino, because they definitely did a good job on showing retribution to Mugino. Mugino, obviously, like I said in the past, Mugino didn't really play a role in the Boruto manga at all. He only appeared for like 2 pages and then he was killed off. No one really cared about him, and the anime did an amazing job expanding on his character from the Kara activation arc to beyond. And even after he died, Boruto went back to take care of his turtle, and this is where we see Konohamaru. He comes into Mugino's apartment. They start reminiscing about Mugino, and it really did hit different, man, because I didn't really care about Mugino like that, but the fact that they really hit home on Mugino's impacts on both Boruto and Konohamaru, it definitely played a role, and I really enjoyed that. So let me know what you think about this episode in the comment section below, because I really enjoyed this episode. Despite being a lot slower paced than before, I liked how Kawaki is finally joining the Uzumaki family, and we got some retribution with Mugino. And also let me know how you feel about Kawaki joining the Uzumaki family for the first time to live alongside Boruto and Naruto. How do you feel on him getting along with Boruto and Naruto? Do you think it'll improve? Do you think it'll get worse? For my anime onlys, let me know in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.